How's it going, folks? Quick vid here with an update on the Gen 9 OU metagame. To nobody's surprise, bans have already taken place. We're seeing in this gen some of the highest level of power creep in Pokemon history, with the first target being Flutter Mane, to nobody's surprise at all. Everybody has considered Flutter Mane OP from the moment Gen 9 OU was released. Even before it was released, everyone was pretty sure this guy was getting banned. I think all you gotta do is look at its stats and its typing and its move pool. The thing is absurd. Of course it's banned, and it hasn't even been a week. It's been, I think, 3 days. We've already banned something. This is epic. Yeah, I don't even want to explain, like, if you've played the metagame, you've seen this thing and it has been tearing up every team. I think what makes it really broken is its insane special defense along with its special attack. Such a fast offensive threat should not be so bulky as well. That's just like too much. That's like, that's Uber's level stuff. And one that's a bit more controversial is the ban of Houndstone, the new Sand Rush user with, it's a ghost type Sound Rush user, very unique. And some people are upset about this, because the root of the problem with Houndstone is not really the Pokemon itself, but rather its move's Last Respect, which is a new move that gains 50 base power for every party member that has fainted. So obviously if your entire team has fainted, it's an enormous nuke. It's like 300 power or something, which is absurd. It can just nuke through even resistances. And there's not really any normal types in the game to be immune to this at the moment. So, except for that one bicycle Pokemon, but that's hardly good enough to... So yeah, it makes a lot of sense that this was on their radar, but they chose to ban the entire Pokemon rather than Last Respects itself, the move. And the reasoning for this is because apparently, in the future, another Pokemon with the move Last Respects is going to come out, and that Pokemon might not be as broken. Because it's really the combination of Sand Rush, Stab, and, you know, this move that is broken, I guess. So maybe this new Pokemon won't be broken with Last Respects. And Smogon is against complex bans. A complex ban is banning, like, the combination of two things, or a ban that requires a bit more explanation. They prefer to make it simple. So they could have theoretically just banned the combination of Houndstone and Last Respects, but they tend not to do that. But I think it's kind of unfortunate. I think, in my mind, why don't you just ban Last Respects for now, and then maybe later you can retest it when that new Pokemon comes out. And let's be honest, the move is inherently, in my opinion, pretty busted. I think that whatever has it, it'll be broken unless it's like a terrible Pokemon already. And then, you know, what is it gonna... Maybe that terrible Pokemon would be viable and balanced with Last Respects on it, and that would give it some merit, but then, I don't know. I do think that the move itself is more of a problem, and I think that Houndstone could still be good with Sand Rush. A Ghost type with Sand Rush sounds good to me. I think that, you know, there's not a lot giving Sand much merit. The only other Sand Rush Pokemon is like Lycanroc, who isn't that good, I think. Houndstone, I think, would still be better than that. It's a bit of roll compression to it, blocks rapid spin. Ghost is just a good type. I think this would be a fine Pokemon in the metagame without Last Respects, but whatever, they've made the decision. They hate complex bans. That's it. And one thing I would like to note is that Palafin is not banned yet, and Palafin was my prediction for what the first ban would be. It's understandable that it's Flutter Mane. It was either one of them, I think. But then Houndstone was banned before Palafin. I think that Palafin is a centralizing presence in the metagame in a similar way to Dracovish back in Gen 8. Every team kind of needs to run some kind of water immunity or some sort of, you know, way to out-priority Palafin. Like, the way that you counter Palafin is not very healthy in my opinion. It's too centralizing. You need like a hard counter, or you need to beat it with priority, which is flimsy. And even Palafin can adapt to that with the bulk up sets and stuff. So, like, you can't really sucker punch it with Chen Pao if they're running the bulk up set. I think they might even be able to 1v1 some water absorb users with the bulk up set and like some other coverage because they can run bulk up taunt and then... Yep, I think that Palafin should be on the radar if it isn't already. I mean, it probably is, but yeah, that thing is gonna... I mean, just look at its base attack of 160 and then Jet Punch. It's ridiculous. It's very difficult to counter such a thing without mechanics like Water Absorb. Anyway, that's, I guess, a topic for another time. Folks, if you would like to see some Gen 9 OU ladder gameplay, I have got quite a lot of vids already. Making about 2 vids a day, and that'll include today. This is just a quick update one, but we're still going to do our 2 ladder vids for today. Now that Flutter Mane is getting banned, I'm going to have to build with Pokemon other than Flutter Mane. I think I've used this guy on most of my teams so far, so... if you want to see what I come up with in the post-nerf world. I do have a Rain team that doesn't have Flutter Mane on it. So that's still going to be legal after these bans, but it does have Palafin on it, who I think... I would put my money on Palafin getting banned pretty soon too. Yeah, take a look. And let me know what you guys are building with. What do you think of these bans? Do you agree with the Houndstone decision? What do you think should get banned next? Iron Bundle should be on the radar, I think. That thing's absurd. Chen Pao. Yeah. Maybe Great Tusk as well. Great Tusk is pretty good. Anyway. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more Gen 9 content, folks. I'm a Gen 9 gamer. Thank you very much.